Do you want to know how to make a completely automatic AFK XP farm in Minecraft so you can be busy doing something else whilst this is getting XP for you? Well, look no further, because that's exactly what I'm going to show you in today's video. This farm, which only takes up 5 by 9 blocks, uses the fact that cactuses and bamboos can be grown on blocks which are being moved at a 0 tick speed. When you move a block back and forth at 0 tick speed, it tricks the game into thinking that the cactus has been on that block for a longer day cycle than it has been, making the block grow. And then by putting pistons on top of them to push them over the hoppers then move it into the furnace as shown. And over time you just come over and harvest it and you get XP, as I just shown. To build this farm, it's quite simple. These are all the resources it requires, and I'll show you the tutorial on how to build it now. First thing you're going to want to do is find yourself a 9 by 5 area, a bit like this one, and the resources it actually takes to build this is 1 slime block, 1 block of redstone, 4 redstone torches, 4 redstone dust, 8 pistons, 5 sticky pistons, 2 observers, 1 furnace, 12 hoppers, 11 smooth stone, or this can be any block, I'm just using smooth stone for the purpose of the video, 23 glass, that can also be any block, 2 sand, 2 dirt, a cactus and a bamboo, and also a bone meal to use on the bamboo because it just speeds up the process. You're going to also want about a stack of any temporary block, and that's just so you can place it down and break it quickly so that we can get things in the right position. First thing you're going to want to do is place your furnace here in front of the 9 by 5. Then you can take your permanent block and put it in your hotbar. I'm using smooth stone. Place your temporary block down here and your permanent block on top of it. You can put redstone torches on either side of the permanent block, and you're going to want to put a 3 by gap in between and do the same on the other side. A lot of what I'm going to be doing in this build is going to be mirrored on the other side. So get 2 more permanent blocks on the back of your redstone torches and redstone dust on top of either one of them, and the same on the other side again. Redstone dust on top. Then you can go ahead and remove these temporary blocks, but placing 3 temporary blocks here like this and here like this. Same on the other side again. 3 more temporary blocks. Then you can take your pistons out and your dirt and sand, placing dirt on either one and sand on the other one. So it's a bit like this. The same, you should have the same on both sides. Looking something like this now. Okay, now taking your pistons, and sticky pistons by the way, and placing them on top of these temporary blocks we've just placed. Same on both sides for pretty much the whole of this build except from the harvesting systems. And then when we come to the back here, we can place another permanent block here and here, and that will actually start the pistons running. So you're going to want them to be pumping just like that. There you go. You see we've got both pistons moving now. Now, if we remove these temporary blocks we placed earlier, except that one, and place a piston, a normal piston for this, on top of that, and under that, there you go, you'll notice it starts moving it a hell of a lot faster now. Now this isn't actually fast enough to put the cactus on yet, but if we do the same on both sides, that one's fast enough for the bamboo, but I'll show you how to get the sand fast enough as well now. If you come on top and you place pistons in the same position, like that, on top now though, and on the other side if it's still not going fast enough, then it increases the tick speed. Oh no, I've not put it in the right place. 1 second, sorry. If you put it there, yeah, it increases the tick speed of the already working pistons. And there you go, that block's now moving fast enough for us to put the cactus on it. You can break the piston which isn't pumping like that. So actually, I only used 7 normal pistons for this. Well, 6 so far. So now that we've got this sorted, we can go on to the harvesting system. Now, you can plant the... You're going to want to remove the permanent block on the back of the bamboo first, so you can plant the bamboo, because you can't do it whilst it's moving. And then once you've grown it, you can go ahead and put that permanent block back down there, and that will work just fine now. If you notice, every time we destroy the top part of the bamboo, it regrows a lot faster than it normally does. A lot faster. So that's that part sorted. Now if we place cactus on the other side, that will also be done. Right, so moving on to the collection system now, you're going to want to take an observer and put it on top of the redstone dust like this, holding shift, and it will, you see it'll be blinking constantly on top. Oh no, wait, no, this is for the cactus one. For the cactus one, you're going to want to take a temporary block and place it on top of the piston here and just there, and then you're going to want to get round. Oh, I'm stuck inside the piston. 1 second. You're going to want to come round. It's a bit fiddly. You're going to want to come around to here where you can place the piston at a much better angle like that, because you want it facing the cactus, obviously. Now I've got the piston facing the cactus, I can destroy these temporary blocks and put an observer on top of it. After putting the observer on top, you're going to want to put your sticky piston facing outwards this way, and a slime block in front of that like this. Oops. Then you're going to want to put your redstone block underneath, and that'll be working now. So that's the collection system done on the cactus. Now the cactus will break on its own without the help of the piston, but you'll lose most of the cactus. Now coming over to here, this one's much simpler. You don't need a slime block or a redstone block for this. You just place an observer on top of here, place a permanent block on top of it, and then last but not least, a piston facing the bamboo. And you'll notice the bamboo grows a lot faster than the cactus does, but who needs that much bamboo? So breaking these temporary blocks now, you can place glass or any other block. Oh, that's the wrong place. There you go, sorry, that's where you want the glass. And you're going to want to put it on the other side here as well. And this just stops the bamboo from going everywhere as bad. Placing a temporary block and glass in the middle. Yeah, and glass on top. There you go, the glass is contained a bit better now. Now I'm going to do the same on the cactus. However, you want to be careful that you don't accidentally put it a bit too low on the side of the cactus, because it'll stop the cactus from being able to be planted on the sand. So make sure you don't put it on the sides of the cactus. Now moving on to the part with the hoppers. You're going to want to come back and place them here like this, going up towards where the bamboo is growing, because that's the fuel source, and the other one on top, and it has to have this 1 by gap in the middle, otherwise the bottom hoppers will take the cactus into them and it won't work properly. Once you've got this done, the whole machine is set up and it's fully working. As you can see, it's filling up with bamboo and cactus, and you can just walk off and go build or go mining, go do whatever you want to do. By changing the hopper setup system, you can get this to work for 3 furnaces. This is obviously more expensive in iron, which is why it's a separate part of the video. In order for this to work, you have to wait for all of this to fill up with cactus, all 3 of these hoppers to fill up with cactus. Then once all 3 of these are full, you'll notice that the rest of the hoppers will start filling slowly. The way this works is, instead of having the normal hopper system we had, we have it above and on a higher level, and the same with the bamboo, we have it on a higher level running downwards, and by placing other hoppers underneath the already running level of bamboo, these ones remove the bamboo from the above hoppers and bring it to the furnaces like this. I'll show you how to build that now. So, in order to build this, you're going to want to jump on top of the furnaces and place a hopper facing downwards in each one of them. Then a hopper facing downwards in the very end one, and 2 hoppers pointing into that one. So 3 hoppers facing downwards, another one facing downwards on the end, and 2 pointing into that one. Then a hopper line going all the way back to where the cactus is, avoiding the redstone torches because they won't allow for the hoppers to work. So if we come to the back of the furnaces here and we place 1 hopper there, a hopper there, and a hopper going into that one. So these are all facing into each other. By holding shift, you can get the hoppers to go into whatever block you right click on. And the same here and here, placing hoppers exactly like I am in this video. And then 1 hopper line running all the way back to where the bamboo is coming from, like this. And once you've done that, you're pretty much set up. I've got another little tip. If you destroy these blocks here and make a clock using a observer like so. Oh wait, sorry. Like so. There you go. If you break the one in front of it, it will constantly be going. And then you make a little thing so that the current comes down here and goes into a dispenser facing this way, and you place hoppers like this going into it, and then back here behind the hoppers you can have redstone repeaters and a redstone current like this connected. Oh no, not coming this way, sorry. Cover it up that way. Coming around this way to a lever. Then you can have the dispenser dispensing it into lava. So then it's never got any of the green dye in it, and it constantly works. So this is constantly running whilst you're busy mining or building or doing whatever you want to do. And all you have to do is come along, flip this switch, wait for 1 cactus to be cooked, and then harvest that green dye, and Jesus, that is a lot of XP I'm getting from here. Jeez. Yeah, that's just from leaving it for a full day of busy doing whatever else. With minimal effort, you can just leave this thing running in the background whilst you go off mining or building, as I've said, and then when you're ready for the XP, you just come back to it. If this tutorial has helped you, leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more helpful videos. And until the next one, I'm going to say goodbye.